There is no victor, there is no vanquish. We are all together working for the benefit of APC in Anambra State and in the Southeast. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. You can now bring down your hands. We would like Judge Moralu to speak for 1 minute only.
Your Excellency, Mr. President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, our own Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, the national chairman of our great party, His Excellency Chief John Odigi Oyegu, Your Excellencies, our governors, permit me, ladies and gentlemen, to stand on existing protocol. Your Excellency, Mr. President, may I, on behalf of each and every one of us who contested this primary, who desired to be governor of Anambra State, welcome you to Anambra State. I have their instruction also to make a commitment that we will not disappoint you on Saturday. We will do our best to ensure that the party APC wins the election clean and square on Saturday. And your coming today has confirmed the fact that you love us and we love you. We are happy with you. We are excited by your presence. And I want to assure you we will not let you down. Once again, Mr. President, on behalf of all the aspirants, on behalf of our constituents, on behalf of our supporters, on behalf of the leaders of APC in Anambra State, Mr. President, I say no. APC! APC! Tony Woye for governor! Tony Woye for governor! Thank you so very much and God bless you.
Thank you very much. We are going to move down in this order. The chairman of the committee for Anambra State Primary, Dr. Jim Wobodo, will be in front, followed by Tony Woye, the candidate. Come front. Your father is backing you behind. Then, and your father, you can hold his hand. Can you join them, please? All the other aspirants, thank you very much. You can see the father and son are moving. Can you give them a round of applause? Father and son are moving. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, all the aspirants. Thank you very much. We are proud of you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Mr. President is now receiving the candidate of our party, Dr. Tony Woye. All the other aspirants are having presidential handshake. Presidential handshake is not easy. Can you give them a round of applause? Presidential handshake for running for governor. Oh my God. You can see what is happening here today. Presidential handshake. Even Paul Chukwuma is running fast. He doesn't want to miss his own. Thank you. John Bosco, can you move fast, please? Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. President, for that warm presidential. Let us welcome the former Senate President, Dr. Senator Ken Nnamani.
Thank you. Thank you. Mr. President, our chairman of APC, Chief Oyegu, the vibrant governors of APC extraction, Ozibondo, many distinguished leaders of our party. Anambra is the seat of entrepreneurship in Nigeria. Anambra people, nobody is teaching them how to vote. They are very enlightened and they know what to do on Saturday. One appeal I would like to make is to crown this very exceedingly nice rally will be if the Electoral Commission, the Electoral Management Body, can ensure that each vote counts and all the votes are counted. I will recommend very strongly that Anambra, as a leader in commerce and industry, should also be a leader in taking our people to the mainstream of Nigerian politics. Again, it will be necessary if our people can use ballot papers instead of bullets in selecting who will lead them. Use of ballots, not bullets. Let us vote democratically on Saturday. At the last count, there are 37 contestants that will be on ballot on Saturday. 37. Quite a wide variety of choice to make. But as I said, Anambra people are enlightened enough, not just in commerce or in literature. They're enlightened in all aspects of life. Other states are watching to see how INEC will conduct the election, and let our people demonstrate that we can vote and vote freely and vote our conscience. I said somewhere, and people started criticizing me, that if rain is pouring and you are standing under the rain and crying, nobody will observe that you are crying because there's a heavy downpour. I recommended that for us to make an impact, we have to be inside. I did not say every person must be inside, but majority should be inside to make the impact. The easiest thing people have no difficulty doing is to criticize. You can go ahead and criticize the man, say this, didn't say that. Let us make a change by remaining inside. Let us not cry under the rain. We have another chance now. So, I am told that I have only 2 minutes. That it will be other time I can expatiate. But please remember, let us use ballots and not bullets. Thank you.
Mr. President. Oh yeah, Solicitor.
Thank you very much, the former Senate President. We are happy you have spoken to your people. Mr. President, we also want to let you know that one of our leaders, somebody we are all very proud of, Prince Arthur Eze, is well seated here. Thank you, Ozibondu. Thank you, we're grateful. We also have one of our great leaders, an industrialist again, Chief Daniel Chukudolo, the Managing Director of Dozie Oil Nigerian Limited. He is also here. I don't know where you are, Dozie. Can you wave to your people to see you? Thank you very much. Thank you. Mr. President, you know, APC is anything we say we are going to do, we do it. This is the only parties in the history of Nigeria that have recognized persons with disability to be members of every organ of the party. Mr. President, you are the first president in Nigeria to appoint somebody with disability as senior special assistant. All the 25 million persons with disability in Nigeria are grateful to you for that feat, Mr. President. Today, we have a member of the National Working Committee, a disabled person who is a member of the National Working Committee of our party. I would like to bring Bismarck forward. Thank you very much. Thank you. I would like to bring him forward to speak to over 25 million persons with disability in Nigeria, particularly those of them from Anambra State, to know that Tony Woye will not play with them if he becomes the governor of this state.
APC. I am glad to be here. And I recognize all the governors, all the special dignitaries here. I recognize you all. Mr. President, our father, the only president that I have to say it here, the only president that appointed not only one, two people with disability as special as advisors. Mr. President, give us serious special assistant, Dr. Samuel Ankeli, and he went again and said, no, one is too small for 25 million people. He added another one, Alaji Shehu Garba. And today, I'm here as a member of the National Working Committee, which is one of the APC plans to bring people with disability on board. And I'm glad to tell you, not only me, APC Constitution provided 130,300 and something position for people with disability in this country, and is the only party that has done that. I am calling on my people with disability in Anambra State and in the nation in general to know that it's only APC you belong to and will remain in APC. And I'm calling all of my members here in this state to please go out all to board Dr. Tony Nwoye, because he's the only person who will implement the mandate or the plans of the party in this state as the executive governor. Mr. Chairman of the party, who has seriously helped and other members to ensure that the gap remain in the party has been filled with me, and I really appreciate you, all the members of the National Working Committee. And for that reason, I want to appreciate all those that have worked and the supporters of APC in the country to say that people with disability appreciate you all. Mr. President, may God continue to give you the help. May God continue give you the wisdom to continue leading this country to the promised land. I thank you all. Some of these things that I will say, we need people who will be helping people with disability to achieve their mandate in this country, which have been started by the president. And this wheelchair I am on is being provided by one of the National Working Committee member, Pakwando, who is also a National Organizing Secretary. And I think one of these things I will cry for, Mr. President, such things should be provided for all Nigerians. Thank you, with disability especially.
Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is the turn for our women and our youth. Mr. President, the national women leader is here with all the zonal women leaders, several women leaders of states. All the governors that came here came with their women leaders. You can see how important the women are. All the governors brought their women leaders. And I've been assured that this podium can take all of them. All the women leaders from various states who are here, you have to accompany the woman leader and move straight to the podium. Senator Uche Kunife, you have to join them. Move straight to the podium. Uche Kunife, you are the chief host for women here. You are the hostess for all the women in Anambra. Come to the podium. All the women, as they are getting ready, the youth, represented by the national youth leader, and the two former national presidents of NANS that are here, my friend, Comrade Onje, you are the next set of people to appear on the podium. Women leader, you told me that today you are going to speak for only 1 minute. You told me that, and we are keeping to that. Thank you, all the women leaders from the various states. Thank you very much. And thank you, the governors, for bringing all your women leaders. We appreciate that. National woman leader, can you step back, step back, step back, step back? Where is Barrister Mrs. Chukwani? Barrister Mrs. Juliet, our former deputy governorship candidate for Anambra State, please can you join the women folk? Thank you, woman leader. The microphone is here.
Please, you are stepping on the mic. Can we all go back to the seat? You are stepping on the mic. You are stepping on the mic. Are you also women? Okay. Come. If only I can have this mic skeleton. Voila, today, release the mic now.
You are pushing me.
Good afternoon, Your Excellency. Our indefatigable President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, the first progressive president.
Oh, yes.
The man who says yes and keep his words.
Oh, yes.
We appreciate you. Your Excellency, the chairman of All Progressive Congress, the national chairman is none other than Chief John Otige Oyegun, the captain of the ship of the progressives. You led us to the promised land by the special grace of God. And then alongside our president again, we say we thank you. As we stand on this podium saying thank you for the good health of Mr. President today, the entire women of Nigeria and of Anambra State are here to show you solidarity and to stand by the people of the great Anambra State. Omunwaya Anambra kwenu. Omunwaya Anambra ndewonu. Ndi Anambra kwenu. Omunwaya Anambra kwezono. The APC brings you good news today, and in particular to the great women of Anambra State. We share your pains, we feel your pains, and we have plans to solve your problems. Tony Nwoye, your own son, like no any other, feels the pains of his people. He shares the pain of every Anambrarian due to the poor infrastructure and bad governance. He is here to change your sorrows to prosperity.
Oh, yes.
Just some few years ago, the state produced great men of letters and honor. Great men like Chinua Achebe of blessed memory. Great men like Ezendigbo, Uruburu, Chief Dim Ojukwu Odumegu of this land. They all did us proud and they stood tall. Anambra will not be behind today. They must connect to the national grid to do that again. Tony Nwoye is voted in, is willing to do that and more for you. The APC government, if you allow her, will do much and better for you. In the areas of education, we are ready, alongside Tony Nwoye, to take the bull of socio-economic empowerment and infrastructural development by the horn. We will restore the lost glories of Anambra State by the special grace of God. We will return the days eaten by the locust. The widows shall cry no more in Anambra State. He will take education to every nook and cranny. He is your son. For the youth, he is one of you. He was the non-president. He knows every nook and cranny of this state. I can tell you, from Oka to Aguata, from Onitsha to He understands every nook and cranny. He will take development to you. Why don't you vote for Tony Nwoye? ABC! Come out en masse on the 18th on Saturday, this November. Men, women, youth. But 75% of the voters today we know are youths and women. Isn't it true? Mothers, do your duties. Wake up as early as possible. Get to do your breakfast and your meals in the flats. Be by the polling units and box. Vote and thumbprint APC. Vote for Tony Nwoye. Tony Nwoye. Vote for Aziza. Ebechere Aziza. Vote for Tony Nwoye. Let every mother say Tony Nwoye. And let's give 2 bossas to the president. Because Bossa, he came here like he's telling you not any other thing, but he is with you. He is ready. He is working with you, and he will take succor to the downtrodden. Our president has spoken volumes by his presence today. APC says yes. APC, APC, and Winnie must go. APC, Tony Nwoye. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Drop it on the ground. Drop it on the ground. Okay. Drop it on the ground. Thank you very much, our national women leader, for taking 1 minute. We are very grateful.
Nigerian Television Authority on a live transmission from Oka, the Anambra State capital, precisely at the Alex Ikweme Square. And so far, speaker after speaker, all the stakeholders, their various speeches are rallying support for Tony Nwoye. And APC, All Progressive Congress, they are promising to make a positive change if they succeed come November 18. And we also saw others that contested with Tony Nwoye in the party primary. They were all here to support Tony Nwoye and welcome Mr. President, the #1 man in Nigeria, #1 citizen of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, here to play a fatherly role to give his blessings to his political son, Tony Nwoye, and lend the necessary support. Dan, do you have a profile of Tony Nwoye?
Yes, talking about Tony Nwoye, the next governor of Anambra State, according to the party. Among the Anambra's political giants, Tony Nwoye's profile stands him out as a tenacious and articulate voice for the demands of his people, unwavering in his dedication to serve their needs and interests. Nwoye's life is an impressive testament of dedication to public service and a character shaped in the art of representative politics. His professional and political profile clearly speaks for itself.
Youth, greatest Anambra youth, greatest Anambra youth, you are not answering. Are you sure you are ready for the election? Greatest Anambra youth, Your Excellency and members of our great parties, the national chairman of our party, we invited Comrade Tony Nwoye to the stage today because we are the most honored today. We are the most honored today in this history-making event. By God's grace, it is the ushering in of the youngest and new governor of Anambra State. My name is Comrade Daniel Onje. I ran for the Senate against Senator David Mark in Benue South. As a NANS president, I handed over to Tony Nwoye in 2003. After me as the NANS president, Tony Nwoye became the NANS president. Today we are sitting before the president of this great nation. General President Muhammadu Buhari is not only the president of Nigeria, but the moral leader of our nation. Corruption has eaten deep into the fabric of our society. Arresting corruption and creating a zero tolerance for corruption is what will secure the future for you and I. Now, standing with Comrade Tony Nwoye, as an activist, as a medical doctor, he has been through the nook and cranny of the society. Do you expect your child to be voted tomorrow as governor of Anambra? No. If you want your son tomorrow to be a governor of Anambra, then vote Comrade Tony Nwoye. Thank you very much.
National leader.
APC. Change. Anambra. Your Excellency, Mr. President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, my national chairman, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, permit me to observe our protocols. The youth of Anambra today is a great day for us. A day Mr. President is coming here with all the dignitaries in Abuja to support our all, a young man contesting for governor of Anambra State. Do you want change, Anambra youth? Yes. Do you want change? So we'll do nothing on Saturday 18th than to mobilize ourselves, both young men and young women, to make sure we vote for Dr. Tony Nwoye under APC. And also make sure that our votes are counted. We don't believe in rigging. We don't believe in violence. What we should do is to make sure that there is free, fair, and credible election. This is our legacy. This is what we are known for. Thank you very much. APC!
The set time has come. It is our time to get to the place of power. We give thanks to President Buhari for giving a chance for a former man's president to be chosen as a governorship aspirant in Anambra under a free and fair atmosphere of primary election. I want to state categorically that the future of this society, we are the bedrock. You must rise up to the challenges. You must change a governor. Willie Obiano is a willing governor that is willing to leave. You must be willing to change him. Articulate Nigerian students, Tony Nwoye is the alternative. Another challenge, another challenge, another challenge, double challenge.
Nabode, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. We are now clearing the podium. We are clearing the podium now. Please, can people leave the podium now, please? Leave the podium, leave the podium. We want to bring on stage the chairman of the campaign council and the governor of Bauchi State, His Excellency Barrister M.A. Abubakar. He's right on stage. Can we give him a round of applause, please? We want to bring on stage the chairman of Progressive Governors Forum and the governor of Imo State, His Excellency Chief Rocha Sokorocha, and all the progressive governors here present, the governor of Kogi State, please, the governor of Ondo State, join the podium, the governor of Edo State, governor of Ogun State, governor of Kebbi State, governor of Sokoto State, governor of Niger State, governor of Katsina State, governor of Adamawa State, governor of Plateau State. Should I stop? Should I stop? Don't you want Anambra State to be counted among these people I'm calling? Don't you want Anambra State? You want Anambra State to remain an only son? Only son? Far. They can't be only son. Anambra can never be only son. Governor of Bauchi State, please. We have just been told that the Deputy Speaker, House of Reps, Honorable Lasu is here. Can you rise to be recognized, Honorable Lasu? Thank you very much. And the House Leader, Femi Bajabiamila, can you rise to be recognized, please? Thank you very much. I hand over to the Governor of Bauchi State, who is the chairman of this campaign council, to speak to us.
Anambra kwenu, Anambra kwenu, APC, APC. The President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, and before anybody forgets, the Ochioha Indigbo 1, and also the Enyoma 1 of Ebonyi State, the National Chairman of the All Progressives Congress, my colleagues, governors of the APC state, distinguished attendees at this very, very colorful and moving grand finale to the Anambra governorship campaign, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me begin by stating a truism, something that is very, very true, without fear of contradiction. Indigbo is too important to the Nigerian nation for you to operate at the periphery. This is a truism. The revolution of taking you back to the mainstream has commenced, and we want you to cap it all by voting Tony Nwoye and his deputy on Saturday. Let nobody be deceived. Let them not deceive you that this is not your party. This is your party. APC is your party. Because APC is the party of Chief John Odige Oyego. APC is the party of the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. APC is the party of Right Honorable Simon Bako Lalong. These are the people that you may think are from outside Indigbo land. But what about your leaders that have been tested and tried? What about the likes of Chief Jim Ifeanyichukwu Nwobodo? What about the likes of Chief Dr. Nnamani? What about the likes of the former and indefatigable governor of Abia State? The party APC is your party. You ensure that the party succeeds and establishes a rule that will take Indigbo back to the mainstream of Nigerian politics. I will not bother you with too long a speech. I will call on my colleagues. I'll give them two minutes. Two minutes. Not everybody. I said in no particular order. Representing the 6 geopolitical zones of Nigeria. I will begin with North Central. I'll begin by calling Right Honorable Simon Bako Lalong to come and speak.
APC, APC, Tony Nwoye. Thank you very much. Your Excellency, Mr. President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, let me lean on all protocols. I stand here to represent the entire people of North Central Zone. I know we're here North Central Zone is absolutely APC. All the 6 governors are APC. There's no doubt about it. We're here on an errand. Our errand is to come and see the new candidate, our hopeful candidate, Tony Nwoye. We're expecting Tony Nwoye on Monday, by Monday. Ours is to come, to look at him, to look at the environment, to certify that Tony Nwoye is fit to join the progressive governors. Let me tell you that when we came, we look at it, we've confirmed, we've certified that Tony Nwoye is fit to join the Progressive Governors Forum. And therefore, on behalf of North Central Zone, we will not say we have any doubt about winning the election on Saturday. But ours is to prepare the ground for the grand inauguration. Thank you, Mr. President, for providing the environment for a very peaceful election. And we hope that in this country, it will be an example to all other African countries. Thank you, and may God bless you.
Thank you very much. We are going to abridge the program because we are considerate in the APC. We are going to call on one person who will cap it off on behalf of the APC governors. And the person I'm going to call, so many people may have thought that I had skipped them by mistake when I was mentioning the sons of this party, the APC. But I did not. Because these people are the founders of the APC. Onwa is a founder of the APC, so I thought I did not need to call him. And then the person I'm going to call next, who is the chairman of the All Progressive Governors Forum, the one and only, the governor of Imo State, Owele Rochas Anayo Okorocha.
Ụmụnne m ndị Anambra, Anambra nke m, ụmụnne m Anambra, biko zanụ m oku, ụmụnne m Anambra m, biko zachiri m oku ike, ụmụnne m Mr. President, my president, my president. You are a man of destiny. You are a man divinely chosen by God and not by men. Mistake it not. You are Buhari and you remain Buhari and nothing can change it. When men think you are going down, you come up, springing up, even much better and stronger, even looking more handsome. This is just the Buhari principles. Let me say to you, Mr. President, that you are in Imo State, in Anambra State today. You are making a history. And I'm very emotional at this moment. And I really do not want to campaign, but to state the facts correct. One, that your visit today is to fix that broken political bridge that links the southeast to the center. You are coming here today is to reassure Ndibo of your love for them, despite misrepresentation from some quarters. I see your visit today, not necessarily to campaign for Tony Nwoye, but to inform every Igbo son and daughter that you have come again to extend a hand of friendship and brotherhood. This is highly welcome. I might be the only beneficiary, Mr. President, because as it stands now, I'm the only one in the southeast. And my heart bleeds. You may not understand what I go through when I meet with these young men and radical boys here, how they treat me as the only child. All I'm asking for an Anambrarian, give me Tony Nwoye to support me in Abuja. Mr. President, your visit today will be a turning point. You came here 3 years ago, thereabout, singing songs, telling us to come, but not everyone saw it. We didn't see it coming. But be rest assured that the Igbos love you. Mr. President, be rest assured these people gathered here love you. I will want you to turn your magical wands back to Southeast and give them that which they have desired of you. Only a sense of belonging. And the only way to connect this bridge and make it strong is to not let you down in this your visit. Is to ensure that Tony Nwoye wins this election. Because if you come and go again and he does not win, it doesn't show a sign that we have returned back your kind gesture. Ndi Anambra, 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 Anambra nkem, we must never let this relationship pass. Ndi Igbo must reason properly and correct the bad politics of the past. There's nothing wrong with other candidates. Let us not come here to criticize any candidate. There's nothing wrong with Willie Obiano. There's nothing wrong with other candidates. But all we are asking is that give us Tony Nwoye to fix the political bridge back to Abuja. That's the essence of our campaign. And that's why we're here. If we go back again in minority and cry issues of marginalization, I think we better say we're making caricature of ourselves. But now, Mr. President, speaking on behalf of my colleagues, these are your foot soldiers, your generals. From those who can commit suicide on your behalf, to those who can become Boko Haram, and to those who even died here. They're all here. They're all young men. Kogi is a young man. You made it possible for him. Bindo is a young man. You made it possible for him. Tampua is a young man. Niger is a young man. Kebi is a young man. Edo is a young man. Katsina is our elder brother. And Ondo is a senior uncle. And Ogun is halfway in between. The way you brought this people to do, use that same hand of blessing, the magic hand of Buhari, to give us Tony Nwoye. You know, I sat down to search out who you are and to define you, I can't. The way you turned around the economy of Nigeria, get us out of recession, use the same magic to give us Nwoye. In the same manner you went to hospital, everybody thought you were gone. You came back strong, even stronger than before, looking more handsome. Give us Tony Nwoye. My president, my president. We'll look up to that day on Saturday when we shall come back here and to raise the hand of this young man. Then you see the Southeast, the Ojus Okalos, the Jim Wobodos, the Ken Namanis, the Ngige is here, the Oboneanos and their ministers. You have people here. The only one you should try and check for us and see whether you can add something to his height is Ngige. Because with this height, we have a challenge. My people, my people.
Thank you very much. Wait for the president now. Come back. APC! We are inviting for a quick vote of thanks Senator Uche Ekunife. 2 minutes, please. No. After the president, no talk. Hey, no, sir. That's what we did the other time.
Let's go and sit down so that President can show. Let's go and 1 minute. Let's go and
Your Excellency, Mr. President, Your Excellency, the National Chairman of our great party, Your Excellencies, the governors, the National Assembly members, all the leaders of our great party. Good afternoon all. Let me respectfully recognize our own candidate, our brother and son, someone we're very proud of and someone that brought all of us here. Right Honorable Tony Nwoye, the incoming governor of Anambra State. I've been asked to say a few words as vote of thanks. Mr. President, you are the only ingredient remaining in our soup. We've been cooking this soup for so many months, but it is not tasty. But today you're here. Our soup is complete, ready to eat, very delicious, and we are ready to serve it. Mr. President, you won't understand your visit today. You won't understand how you have encouraged us. Thank you so very much for coming. Thank you so much for bringing all the governors here. Thank you for bringing the national party here. Thank you, sir, for encouraging us. And we're going to do you proud. We're going to make you proud by Sunday morning. Having said that, I want to tell you authoritatively that we have the best candidate. We have a young man who understands the state. We have a young man who has been working assiduously, very hard-working young guy. Someone who has the integrity, someone who understands the system, someone who knows who to go to, and someone who knows how to get it done. And that is Tony Nwoye. We have the best. So thank you for coming. Thank you for encouraging us. And we hope after Sunday, you come back here again next week to thank us for making you proud. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for inviting me. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. We are now at the high point of this event. We are not going to waste one more second. We want to invite the national chairman of our party to the podium, His Excellency Chief Odige Oyegu. He will be assisted by members of the NWC, the Deputy Speaker, House of Representatives, the House Leader, and our leader, Prince Atoese. Please, can you all move to the podium at this point? Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We cannot take the members of the House of Reps because of the podium. We only take the Deputy Speaker and the leader. We recognize all the members of the House of Reps who have come here to show support to their team. Mr. President, your friend, our leader, the late Ikemba Newi, Ikemba Buruburu, is here today in our midst. We are all very proud of Ikemba Newi. Is that leader in whom we are well pleased. His son is here today to be received into the progressives where his father actually belonged before he died. I don't want him to forget that Ikemba Ojukwu was the first chairman of board of trustees of the APP that metamorphosed into ANPP. If Ikemba were to be alive today, he will not be playing local. He will play at the center. We are tired of playing local. If you are not tired of playing local, running around all the three bridges in Oka, I'm tired. I want to go to the center where I can see correct flyover. Ikemba, can you kindly step forward to be so received by no other person than the chairman of our party? Give a round of applause to the first son of Ikemba Ojukwu, who is decamping today to APC. If Ikemba's son have decamped to APC, is there anything again remaining in Apuga? Is there anything remaining in Apuga? Is Apuga not dead? Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is the remnant of Apuga. Today, we will sing the last obituary for Apuga. On Saturday, we bury them, and that will be the end. Don't worry, come through here, come through here. It's strong enough to carry you. We know. We prepare for you. Come up. Thank you, thank you. Your Excellency, Mr. Chairman, you are having a handshake from the national chairman of our party. The chairman is proud to receive you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. APC. And the group on this side. APC. I think this is the Boza crowd. Give yourself 3 Boza. Another 3 Bagbam. Are you going to deliver? Mr. President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, Commander-in-Chief, Your Excellencies, my colleagues of the National Working Committee, and distinguished attendees at this history-making campaign. History-making. Mr. President, just over 2 years ago, you made history by removing an incumbent government. Today, Mr. President, you are witnessing the beginning of another historic event, because you are at the start of celebrations to perform yet another feat, and that is the defeat of an incumbent government. You are a maker of history. Yesterday, you were in Abakaliki. Today, you are in Oka, capital of Anambra State. You are not only here, you have come with the entire retinue of governors in this nation. The governors are here in large numbers. Over half the governors. Members of the National Assembly are here in their numbers. 3/4 of the National Working Committee are here. I asked the people of Anambra State, do you need any other evidence that this nation loves you? I did not hear that answer. Can I hear it one more time? If you need assurance, Mr. President will give you that assurance. You are loved, the Igbo people. You are valued in the Igbo people. You have contributed immensely to the progress of this nation. Your marks are seen all over this country, from north to south, from east to west. Today, the challenge is before you. Mr. President came here deliberately to make that point. The entire federal machinery came here deliberately to make that point. Are you still in any doubt? I will be brief, Mr. President. In Oka, at the flag off of the campaign, the people of Anambra State made one promise. And that promise was that for coming back home, for looking the way you look, for being a source of God's miracle, they were going to give you Anambra State as a welcome back home gift. And when you look around today at this fantastic crowd, the best Guba campaign I have ever attended. The answer is clear, Mr. President. The gift of Anambra State has been signed. The gift of Anambra State has been sealed. And what is left is in your hands, the voters of Anambra State. Are you going to deliver on Saturday? Do I have your assurance that the present you promised, Mr. President, in the person of Dr. Tony Nwoye, will be delivered come Saturday? Are you going to turn out in your numbers to vote? Are you going to be there and watch your votes? Once you do that, like has been said often, Anambra will reconnect to the national grid. Anambra is the gateway to the southeast. So this election is especially important. Very important. So it isn't something for talk only. On Saturday, please turn out in your numbers and return who as your governor. Who will be your governor after Saturday? Is that a promise? Is it a promise? If it is, give yourself 3 more years. And now for the high point. Can I first and foremost invite Tony Nwoye, Dr. Tony Nwoye, and his running mate to please approach the stand. Tony, be properly escorted. You have to get used to the retinue of security men. Thank you, Tony, the next governor of Anambra State. I have followed your campaign very, very closely, every inch of it. And I know, Tony, your place is in front now. Come right here. Tony, come by me. But before I invite the real masquerade, let me present to you formally, in addition to everything I have said, the fact that the eldest son of Chukwuemeka Odimegu Ojukudim
Chukwuemeka Odumegu Ojukwu, who is the nearest member of the APC family, and the clearest evidence, if you need any more, that the APC is part of the Igbo nation, and the Igbo nation is part of the APC. He will only say 2 sentences to tell you himself why he is here.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, all excellencies here present, Ozibundu, let me stand on existing protocol. The national chairman of the party, of course. What I have to say to you today is very, very simple. It is time, Nabia, it is time for Ndibu to move from the recesses of the periphery to the center. It is time for us to leave the shadows and come to the light. Every once in a while, they will bring out my father's picture, and they'll come up with a fancy slogan here and there to confuse you, so that a few can remain the big fish in the small pond. When Ezigbo came back from exile, he joined what party? NPN. Why do you think he did that? Because he understood the need for Ndibu to be at the center of things. Let me tell you here today, the APGA is a means to an end, not an end in itself. It is time for Ndibu to join the center. Mr. President, I'm proud to stand here today in support of you, in solidarity with you. I am proud to be here in support of the APC. I am proud to be here today in support of our candidate, Dr. Tony Nwoye, Governor of Anambra State.
And it is my pleasure, Emeka Ojukwu Jr., to present the symbol of our party with which we are in the process of cleaning out this nation. You are most welcome.
As before the chairman invite the president, please, all the governors will line up by the left-hand side. All the governors, please. All the members of National Working Committee by the right-hand side. You line this way. We want the podium to be free for Mr. President to step on it. All the former governors, please, can you step to the podium quickly before the president comes? On the right, NWC members on the right, please. On the right, clear the podium. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
All former governors, please join us at the podium. Sullivan Chime, I don't see you yet. Governor Chime of Enugu State. All former governors, to tell you that the nation is here with you at this critical moment. You are most welcome, but you are most welcome. And so, it is now my honor, it is now my privilege to invite no less a person than the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic, and today, Campaigner-in-Chief, President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, Give him 3 bozas. Continue until he's here. Please continue welcoming the president. God bless you, Mr. President, the symbol of our undivided and indivisible nation. God bless you. APC! APC! God bless you all. God bless you all. As we hand over the proceedings to Mr. President himself.
Yes, Amen.
Can the former Senate President, distinguished Senator Nnamani, please join us? And even the Speaker, Anekwe, Deputy Speaker, Anekwe, please. Ken Nnamani, are you here? Before Mr. President speaks to his people, please come on board.
Make Senator Nnamani run, but I'm mentioning his name late.
APC! So please let us have your attention as the chief campaigner today, Mr. President himself, speaks. Thank you.
The chairman, national chairman of our great party, Your Excellencies, the governors, the chairman of parties across the country, distinguished senators, sitting and retired ones, members of the House of Representatives, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Some of you have been standing in this hot and warm day for hours, and there is nothing new I can say which hasn't been said by one of the speakers. I am very impressed with the organization and the number of people who turned up. We are hopeful that the APC will bounce back and get our governor elected next Saturday. I assure you, if you study very closely the budget of next year, we have earmarked and we are expecting the National Assembly to pass what we intend to do about infrastructure, and the Southeast is going to benefit tremendously. I think we have worked very hard, and the result of your working hard should be shown in the performance of your state governments and in the center. I assure you, we haven't lost sight of our campaign promises to stabilize the country, because without security, nothing can be done. I think we have made some progress in securing the country. Secondly, the economy. We are very lucky God listened to the prayers, mostly of ordinary Nigerians. The 2 last seasons were very, very successful, and we have bountiful harvests. People, we have seen it, they were very happy with the amount of harvest they have realized. I thank you very much for standing for so long to watch us, and I expect this clear demonstration of your support for the party to be demonstrated next Saturday. I thank you very much, and goodbye.
The flag first. Oh, that's Tony, that's the wife.
I see. I'm taking the flag. Yes. Okay, young man, I wish you the best of luck. Thank you.
Ndị Anambra ga-eme ụlọ. Anambra ga-eme ụlọ. APC. Mr. President, the governors, the national chairman, all our leaders, all our party members, ndị Anambra kwenu. The journey has started today. If you vote for APC,
Okay. And then we give, you can go and present the gift to him. Okay. And Anambra Keremunu. Anambra Keremunu. Ndiba Keremunu. Keremunu. Okay, we have opportunity. We can President of Nigeria. No, I'm start. One nunu to the world. Go go change your life, Nunu. Oh, you change the life, Nunu. May for you people. Now, Robinson Musa. Yes. I go. What is the national anthem? Be careful. National anthem, please. MC. National anthem. National anthem. From police band. Police band. National anthem.
You've heard it all from Mr. President. It always assures the individual that the welfare and well-being of every Nigeria is important to his government, that he stands for inclusivity and will not leave any section or citizen behind. Nigerian Television Authority NTA transmitting live from Awka, the Anambra State capital. This is where we wind up on this grand event, mega rally by the APC led by President Muhammadu Buhari to give support of the National Working Committee of the APC to lend the party's full support to Tony Nwoye as he struggles to clinch the keenly contested seat. That's the #1 citizen of Anambra State governorship seat. APC says they are poised to make the desired positive change.
All right, a mega rally indeed by the All Progressive Congress, and they have given the president assurance that come November 18, that they are going to turn out in their mass to vote for their candidate. I am Ngozi Okafor, and on behalf of my colleague, I am Daniel Okwai, signing off.